The acrid stench of smoke jolted me awake at 2 a.m. Heart pounding, I bolted to the window, my stomach plummeting. My grandfather's 1952 Massey Ferguson tractor, a cherished heirloom, was engulfed in towering flames, licking the night sky. This wasn't an accident, it was sabotage. A war I never signed up for, sparked just 3 months after I bought this rundown farmhouse on 5 acres at the edge of Crestwood Heights. I'm Ethan Carter. After grinding away in the city for 15 years, I finally saved enough to buy my dream, a modest farmhouse perfect for the hobby farm I'd fantasized about since childhood. That red Massey Ferguson was my grandfather's pride, passed to me when he died last year. But trouble started the day I moved in. A glossy envelope was taped to my door, containing a letter on embossed paper. Welcome to Crestwood Heights Homeowners Association. Membership mandatory. Annual dues, $600. I chuckled and tossed it. My property predated their manicured subdivision, and I had the deeds to prove it. Enter Linda Harris, HOA president. She strutted up my dirt driveway in a neon green blazer, her smile as fake as her tan. You must be the new neighbor, she said, eyeing my tractor like it was a junkyard relic. I'm Linda, head of Crestwood HOA. That equipment violates our aesthetic standards. I explained my land wasn't part of their jurisdiction, showing her the surveys. Her smile vanished. Every property in this zip code answers to us, she snapped. Remove that eyesore, or face fines. I confirmed with the county. My land was exempt. I emailed Linda the proof, but the next morning, my mailbox overflowed with violation notices, for my tractor, my tomato patch, even my mailbox's shade of blue. Each carried a $150 daily fine. My neighbor, Tom Reed, warned me. Linda's on a crusade to elevate the neighborhood. She's driven out 2 families already. The harassment escalated. Linda's HOA cronies photographed my property daily. Someone reported my chickens to animal control, though my permits were valid. The officer sighed. We get calls from this HOA constantly. I attended their meeting, armed with documents, but Linda shut me down. Rules are rules, she barked. That night, my old friend Marcus called, now a big shot in D.C. I'm on a classified agriculture project, he said, voice buzzing. The president's backing it, food security, vertical farming. Your land's perfect for a test site. Before I could mention the HOA, smoke filled my nose. Flames roared from my tractor. I grabbed a fire extinguisher, sprinting outside in pajamas, the cold biting my lungs. The blaze was ferocious, outpacing my efforts. Across the street, 4 figures watched from the shadows. Linda stepped into the firelight, smirking in a silk robe, flanked by HOA board members. Your fault for defying us, she called as neighbors gathered. Fire trucks arrived, but the tractor was a charred husk. The fire chief whispered, I smell gasoline. I'd installed cameras after earlier vandalism. Footage showed 2 men in Crestwood maintenance uniforms dousing my tractor at midnight. Linda wants it gone, one said. Just a small fire to scare him. Officer Daniels watched the video, jaw tight. Arson conspiracy, this is big. Within minutes, police swarmed Linda and her cronies. She screamed as they cuffed her. This isn't over. That tractor's a blight. Neighbors rallied around me, sharing their own HOA horror stories. By dawn, Marcus texted. President's coming tomorrow. Classified. Prep your land. The Secret Service arrived at 5:30 a.m., turning my farm into a fortress. Agent Riley, a sharp-eyed woman, briefed me. President Hayes arrives in 3 hours. As agents swept my property, Linda reappeared at my property line with a mob, waving signs. No farms in Crestwood. She made bail, staying just outside the restraining order's radius. I handed Agent Riley my deeds. They're harassing me because I won't join, I said. She nodded, copying the files. A helicopter roared overhead, landing in my field. Marcus emerged, followed by President Hayes. You're the stubborn farmer. He grinned, shaking my hand. Where's that Massey Ferguson? I pointed to the wreckage. His face darkened. Arson on a presidential project site is a federal crime, he told an aide. News crews swarmed as Linda pushed forward, yelling, He's ruining our community! The president's voice turned icy. Interfering with national security projects carries a 10-year sentence. Linda stammered. It was just a warning. Agents hauled her away. Marcus pulled me aside. This isn't just farming. Our tech could end hunger, but powerful players want it buried. Your land's off the grid, perfect. A drone buzzed overhead, its camera locked on us. Agent Riley traced it to Pinnacle Realty, the developers behind Crestwood. They'd bankrolled Linda's HOA campaign. Later, I found a note in my mailbox. $600,000 for your land. Final offer. Pinnacle was desperate. Digging through records, I discovered a 1970s survey. My land sat atop a massive aquifer. It's about water rights, I told Riley. Pinnacle's parent company, Aqua Peak, controls half the state's water. That night, Marcus's team found rare earth minerals in my soil, key to battery tech. As they worked, my house was broken into. I swung a shovel at the intruders, but Secret Service agents swarmed, unmasking Pinnacle's CEO, Victor Klein. This goes higher than you know. He spat. A senator called, offering $1 billion for my land. Sell or others won't ask nicely, she warned. Agent Riley traced the call to Pinnacle. We set a trap, leaking that the president was returning to launch the project nationwide. I posted online. Big news tomorrow. My farm's changing everything. Linda and Pinnacle took the bait, gathering at my property. FBI agents arrested them on live TV, exposing their scheme to block sustainable farming for profit. Neighbors gasped, learning Lind had been bribed. The Garden Conspiracy made national headlines, toppling Pinnacle's network. 3 months later, my rebuilt tractor gleamed beside America's first vertical farming tower, producing food equal to 50 acres. Marcus visited, grinning. You uncovered a nationwide plot. Linda's husband brought her an apology, a casserole. She was on community service, and her HOA was dismantled. The new HOA had proposed community farms. A school tour came, a kid asking, Did you know your tractor would spark a revolution? I laughed. I just knew it was worth saving. President Hayes called. Your stand took this nationwide. My farm, once a quiet dream, reshaped agriculture. My tractor purred, a symbol of defiance. What do you think? Was Linda a villain or a pawn? Should Ethan have sold? Share your thoughts below. Let's debate the ethics of standing your ground versus community rules. Hit that like button if you're Team Tractor, and subscribe for more epic battles.